Now the competition begins, ladies and gentlemen. It is on like Donkey Kong. So reading first on the first round is Vancouver. Who are you bringing up? Team Peace. Team Peace to begin.
Michael Jackson is a crazy, crazy bastard. He went from the cutest Jackson kid to a face made of plastic. He built Neverland to be happy ever after, and he loves young boys so much. He could be a priest for the Catholics. But no matter how crazy he gets, it's entertainment for the masses. You see, the minute he went on trial, they issued 1,000 press passes. Because if Michael got caught, we had to watch it happen.
So he waved at the camera.
And we commented on his fashion. But the truth of it is, we can't get enough Michael Jacksons.
And to me, this is really weird. You see, we condemn pedophiles and then push the Lolita complex, make underage girls the focus of the press.
But was it wrong when I noticed Lindsay Lohan's chest, waking up from dreams like I'm 12 and my sheets are a mess?
Yeah, but what about 9-year-old girls who dress to impress with shirts that say sexy, covering an absence of breasts?
And low-riding jeans that barely cover the rest.
No, these girls are too young to
But the fantasy's for sale.
But you can't act on impulse or you might go to jail.
But in the mall and on TV, there's all these girls I want to nail, and I'm afraid to approach them in case I can't afford bail, because I have heard what happens to pedophiles in jail.
Yeah, they'll shove a broomstick up your ass until you start to squeal.
8.8. 9.6. 9.6 as well. 8.5. And an 8.
What it comes down to is my brain, like Atari, has no memory saving device. And when I try to remember what I'm going to say, I just get this lump in my throat and I start bobbing my head. This is my attempt at looking cool. Up here, I'm the spitting image of Uncle Jesse, and all the hottest brides in the room are fighting over who gets to be my Aunt Becky. But the reality of the situation is, oh, I look like Bob Saget. I am Danny Tanner trying to tidy up the mess I made of my menagerie of metaphors and silly little similes. What's up is that I know that the phone number of Full House is 555-2424. No clue what my postal code is. I know that in Return of the Jedi, Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man, his name is Bib Fortuna. He is a Twi'lek, spelled T-W-I''L-E-K. Look that up, motherfuckers. I'm right. I rarely spell my middle name Michael correctly. I nearly always read the word pinata as pirates. Pirates is Pilates. Once I told the chick, you look so beautiful in lingerie. She thought I was being adorable. I was actually being illiterate. Sometimes...
To be in Paris in 1873, drinking absinthe with Rimbaud, telling mischievous lies to 19th century television men, writing poems about drunken boats to reveal what is beautiful and true, or sitting on a couch with Burroughs and Kerouac in 1953, getting our picture taken by Alan G., getting high on Benzedrine and writing stories about exactly what happened, cranking novels out of my ass like bricks of shit, killing a liver to achieve immortality. That was when poetry was alive, man, on the pulse, cool. Bob Dylan at the Million Man March, cool. Kenneth Rexroth, cool, man, saying we got to get poetry out of the hands of the professors and out of the hands of the squares. Oh, Kenny Can, damn 1982 for what it did to you. Toronto is lonesome and I am lonesome for you and your crazy love for poetry and your crazy love for love. You knew they were the same. Just to feel love makes you a great poet. But some have a mind so strong they can shape the cadence of their heart into words. And some have a love inside them so strong they swell like overripe fruit, and when they burst, the love splashes onto walls, breasts, trees, shoes, record players, the sun, and sometimes even the page.
Off the squares!
But in this epoch, the bard is not louder than the businessman, nor the poet more perceptible than the politician. The artist plays second fiddle to the shyster. This is the worst kind of crime.
I mean, it is your own dick. I figure that after a couple of years, you'd have figured out how to use it. Consider, the average man touches his penis a minimum of 5 times a day, what with dressing, urination, masturbation. That is 1,825 times a year. A minimum estimate of 36,500 times between the ages of 10 and 30. So what gives? I've seen a bunch of them in my time, and really, they don't look that complicated. You'd think, with all that handling and maintenance, and what have you, the competitive nature of male bravado, that it would be a point of pride amongst all you guys not to spill a single drop.
Man, I can hit the ball at 15 feet, no problem. No overspray, no misting.
As a woman, initially you find the workings of the penis a little intimidating, a little mystifying, but really, all you need is to read a couple Cosmo articles and they become really user-friendly.
So when her nose bled, I would fold Kleenex into thousands of magic reindeer hoping for Christmas in November because he always left on Tuesdays and Thursdays for good this time. So as kids, we'd wave goodbye hoping that the palms of our hands could take snapshots of his departure. It was this routine of chaos between coming and going and screaming and making up. So as kids, we taught ourselves the art of stoicism. We were these porcelain dolls with fires in our bellies because it's true. He hit her. But those very same hands built forts and fires and sandcastles and kitchen cabinets. He could give his son a piggyback while mowing the lawn and eating an ice cream. So now I'm caught in the great divide because last week my lover told me to shut the f*** up and said if I had anything more to say, well, there's the f***ing door, so I left. Because I had more to say.
For damn near the last year and a half, I've been banned from almost every Nova Scotian black institution. And this is the reason why. Shantae said, don't do it. Be cautious. And I was like, hell no, this is the perfect audience. A room full of black scholars? Yeah, I had to do it. I dropped 99 N-bombs in a poem 3 minutes long, and I heard oohs and ahs after the first one dropped, and the oohs and ahs didn't stop until I did. Didn't even listen to another word of it. One old dude told me he hated it and made him felt nauseous. I was like, damn, who knew that niggas was such a sensitive topic for a room full of black scholars, educators, lawyers, and doctors with PhDs and doctorates? I mean, y'all supposed to be conscious, but y'all never paid it any logic, and over the next few months, the impact was obvious. Because everybody was talking, but nobody was calling. The event planner, she almost lost her job. Me, I got barred, blacklisted because I shook provoked thought. The director, which was my girlfriend's aunt, she probably caught flack from her white boss because the event was government endorsed, funded with public resources. Here we are, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Black Learners Report, and I was yelling nigger at the audience.
I don't want to be political and I don't want to be a feminist. I am not a spoken word artist. I just speak the word. Stop categorizing me for your own security so you can feel you understand everything. Stop telling me I'm black and telling me my gender determines I should not sit with my legs open and pink is my favorite color. Stop bawling out my name. I change in different ways. I switch to different lanes and sometimes I straighten my hair because European is considered most beautiful and other times it's just simply to make it more manageable. These naps turn into knots and these knots into locks and I don't know how to get the pics of my comb to stop falling into my head, falling until I'm dead tired of labels and categories, restrictions and contradictions and men who claim to love women except when I bleed and my body is being cleansed. And yes, I do bleed. I bleed and I bleed and I bleed because the moon is telling me I am ready to birth life, yet you consider it unlucky and nasty and painful even though it is natural. But when I call you up to say, baby, I no longer bleed because a beautiful seed awaits into my womb, awaits to call you Daddy. You're still not there. You turned the other way. Complicated situations, rejections. Where does this scenario fall in and do we have to go our different directions?
Excuse me, sir, do you have some change? No, I'm sorry, I don't have any change. Come on, man, I'm really hungry. I see your suit. You've got some change. No, I don't. I'm seriously another tourist obsessed with the Sistine Chapel. Excuse me? What did you say? I said, get a wife and feed her right and read the Times and see the sights. Agree to fight when reason's right, when greed is loose and truth is tight. The dreams are white, the pillows bloody bright with bugs and spider bites. Screens that sell our dreams so that it seems the nightmares run our life. Excuse me? You think yourself an authority? I'm just trying to get to work. And now you question my morality? Here, fine. Have a quarter, take two. I'm stressed as it is without having to deal with you. Vegas lights and megabytes pit civil rights on Mennonites while men in tights and fed with bikes I hated for their private lives. Stand aside while genocided, gift wrapped, tied and standardized. Fertilize those virgins' eyes, rape those children's worthless minds. You don't know me. Poverty is far from holy. Where your children at? Mine are living free and boldly. Free to grow wings, free to bathe in the beautiful. I'm a freedom fighter every day I step into that cubicle.
All right. With a combined score of 113.7, it is Toronto 1 and Toronto 2. All right. Coming in second at 113 is Ottawa. Coming in fourth, Vancouver with 111.5. With 111.4, coming in fifth, Winnipeg. Coming in sixth with 110.1, Halifax. Coming in seventh at 107.8, it looks like, Calgary.
The first team for Calgary coming out here, and we're learning a format. It's like there's a format for slam, and you fill in the words. And that's cool, and now we know what judges and audience are looking for at slam, but I don't think it'll affect our creativity at all, but we're looking forward to tomorrow, showing them what Calgary's got, but it's something new for sure.